All right, guys. Well, in today's video, I'm gonna be working on a waterer. Uh, in my opinion, you can never have too many waterers. Um, you know, animal can go a few days without food. Yeah, worst case scenario, the chickens are in here, they're pecking at bugs, they're getting worms, or, you know, they, they don't have enough food, right? They can't forage for all their food. However, if they were to run out of food, they're not just going to croak over in a day or so. It's gonna be a while before they starve to death because, number one, these are some fat chickens. But number two, they're going to find some food amongst the vegetation. They'll even eat the grass. So anyway, water's a different story. If they run out of water, I don't know exact, but I'm going to say within 2 days they're going to start croaking. Especially if you got any weaker ones or stupid ones that stay out in the sun. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm setting up another waterer just in case the other waterers fail. It was back a couple of weeks ago. One of the other waterers drained all the water out. One of the cups got messed up, right? So it drained all the water. Well, it just so happened I had been here the day before, so I know they had water then. So they haven't been without water. But if this was on a typical day, where maybe I skip a day or two coming out because they got plenty of food and water, could be bad. So let me show you what we're going to set up today. So I got a couple of these rain barrels, and so I'm going to set up one of those today. All right, guys, so this is what we're going to set up. I got these little drinkers. I absolutely love them. They have an adjustable valve on them to where you can decide how much level of water you want in there. So if your ground's kind of uneven and it's tilted like this, you can adjust it or however. Anyway, I love them. These work really good and they're cheap. They're not the most durable thing. They're pretty flimsy, but for chickens, they seem to do pretty well. My rabbit even drinks out of this. So now what I'm gonna take is, we got some screws here. This is designed to go on a little wire cage. So it's got a little doodad there. We're gonna cut that off flush. And then we're gonna screw this dude to this. And I'm gonna put 2 of them on here probably. And then we'll connect them together. And then we'll go connect it to the water. All right, so here's one that I've cut the tips off of. Here's one that I have not. Let's see, probably can't do this one-handed, but we might be able to. Probably not the safest way to do it. But you can see they just pop right off. They're not hard to pop off. And then that allows it to mount flush. So, mounting it flush there, and then you'll be good to go. All right, so got them set up. Got that one plugged at the other end. There's probably a better way to do that, or another way to do that, but that's the way that I've always done it. So, all right, let's go see if they work. So this little dude right here was probably the single most expensive thing other than the tank. I think it was like $4. Probably get it in plastic, but it's just a hose adapter to a 3/8 hose barb, where the line just fits right up on it, and this should screw on there. All right, guys, a moment of truth. I didn't fill it all the way up. You can see the sweat ring, I think. So it's only got about this much water in it. Wanted to make sure everything was gonna be stable enough. Okay, you ain't got nothing in there yet. Let's turn it on for you, see what happens. Whoop, whoop. we got to adjust these. All right, so you see how this one is shutting off. There's still good ways. This one's overflowing, so I can adjust that. And now it shuts off a lot less. And we have our first drinker, naturally gonna be Solo, because she is super friendly. I think she likes it. I'll adjust this one up some too. As you can see, as they drink it down, it just starts refilling. And like I said, you don't have to have them full. In fact, I turn them down way low to where there's just a little bit of water in there. I find that your cups last longer that way. But yeah, I think it's a success. The cups are just a little bit below the piping there. Might have to do something else with the base, but we'll see. I'm gonna let it settle for a little bit. I did tie it to the board back here just so it didn't tip over in case it decided to try and start leaning. So we shall see, but I believe it should work. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it's about 3,452 degrees out here. North Mississippi, heat advisory, all that good stuff. So it's hot. So all the more reason for them to have some good, clean drinking water. It's also, I don't even know what time it is, but it's probably 2 o'clock or so. And this is still in the shade. I think it'll probably get a little bit of sun in the late afternoon, but most of the day this drinker is going to stay in the shade, so their water should be a little cooler. What else? I guess that's about all. I am eventually, one day, I have a, I can't see it in the video, but over in there, I have a gutter that I'm gonna put up across here and eventually run it into the rain barrel to help assist in keeping it filled up, because I have to run one heck of a hose to reach this one. I mean, we do have a long enough hose, thankfully, but I would rather not have to fill it up that often. So I'm hoping to allow Mother Nature to help me in that endeavor.